This is your semi-main event of the evening, folks, and I've just been informed that this singles match that's set for one fall will be contested under Falls Count Anywhere rules. Making its way to the ring right now, folks, with 5 wins, 10 losses. This is singles ranked record. One half of the Platinum Kings, this is Mr. Carlos Reyes. Carlos Reyes, his tag team partner. His wife's son, the Platinum Kid, was injured at the hands of Wrench M and his fellow Grim Reapers on episode 43 of Tombstone TV. He missed 20 weeks of action due to the injuries sustained at the hands of the then World's Heavyweight Champion and his cronies, his henchmen. Carlos Reyes was banned by management from taking too much revenge on these guys as he was outnumbered and outgunned. Platinum Kings have reformed since the Platinum Kid's arrival, and they have been a thorn in the side of the Grim Reapers, slashing the tires of Motor and Wrench, preventing them from making it to Tombstone TV, challenging Gage and Tommy Tombstone to a steel cage match instead. That the Platinum Kings won, and that allowed them to insert themselves in the scheduled tag team matchup between Lock and Load and the Grim Reapers at the Eliminator 2 pay-per-view. They offered enough of a distraction to keep the champs busy, and Lock and Load pulled down the titles in that 3-way ladder match. Lock and Load are your tag team champions of the world, much to the chagrin of the Grim Reapers. And now tonight, folks, ahead of their scheduled match at Violent Night 2, the man they call Motor and Carlos Reyes. These two are not the direct cause and effect in this feud, but it's Motor's alliance with Wrench that has angered Reyes, and out of loyalty to the Platinum Kid, his partner, his wife's son, that Reyes and Motor now go toe-to-toe and blow for blow, and it's going to be Falls Count Anywhere action, folks. And yes, folks, I did announce they're going to have that matchup at Violent Night. It's going to be the match that we should have had on Tombstone TV a few weeks ago. The cage match between the Platinum Kings and the Grim Reapers. Although the titles will not be on the line, the tag match has been booked. Cage match of Pride on the line. Reapers versus the Platinum Kings, and Carlos Reyes with the kendo stick, but Motor had it scouted and he punched it out of his hands. Folks, that show will also have another tag match. Lock and Load will defend the titles against the number 1 contenders for the tag team championships, Los Bestias Locas. You may remember back at Survivor Slam 2, we had a 3-on-3 match between the Cosmic Alliance and Los Bestias Locas. The Los Bestias Locas won, and management had decided that after the performances of both groups, that one would be selected to be a number 1 contender for the Light Heavyweight Championship, or one pairing of 2 would be selected as tag team number 1 contenders at the time and place of their choosing. And folks, they have chosen Violent Night. And on the same show, another member of Los Bestias Locas, Hannah Conda, will challenge. After winning another contenders match, he will challenge Wanda Curse for the CWS Women's Championship of the World. We know Totally Not Mark will be in action defending the Internet's Championship. Jackson Gage Harris with the Grim Reapers will be defending the Intercontinental Championship against the Survivor, the man that won that matchup this past weekend. The man that shouldn't have even been in the match, Pete Boggs versus Jackson Gage Harris for that championship. Reyes now with the count 1, 2, and Motor kicking out of that one. We know the Dancer Sisters will be defending the tag team championships. It's their 3rd run with the belts, folks. The number 1 contenders for that will be determined over the next few weeks here on Tombstone TV. Motor almost picking up the victory there, but Carlos Reyes rolling to the outside. That being said, folks, next week we're going to have Sunset Connection versus the team of the First Response in a women's tag match. The following week, Force Awakens versus Starshine and Trix. Double underhook power bomb, and Motor has to do a bit more. Force Awakens, as I said, versus Starshine and Trix. The winners of those 2 teams will face off in episode 72 Tombstone TV to determine new number 1 contenders for the Dancer Sisters tag team titles. Also on Violent Night, we'll have women's contenders match number 13. There'll be another Survivors matchup, folks, which the combatants for that will be determined in episode 72 as well. Tiernan Og will be against Garen Noon in a stipulation bout yet to be determined. The Platinum Kings, as I said, versus the Grim Reapers in a cage match. Men's contender number 17 will take on the World Heavyweight Champion TKO, Thiago K. Oliveira, the Brazilian Stallion. And folks, there's still space on that card for one more match. What match will that be? We'll find out with me in the coming weeks here on Tombstone TV. Carlos Reyes now to kick to the lower back of the man they call Motor, the fully patched in member of the motorcycle club known as the Grim Reapers. For a long time, he was the rival of Wrench M. He had to join the group as per a stipulation when he lost a match to Wrench. And since then, folks, he's gone from prospect to patched in member, seemingly enjoying the company of the Reapers. Slow to get to his feet, and Reyes from that top with a crossbody, and that's how he injured the knee in the first place, folks. You see him in that knee brace. It's those crossbodies from the top that did it. One, and the ref was so slow to come out and count the pinfall that Motor only down for a visual one count, but folks, we know that he was down longer than that. Reyes now in control, dropping the elbow on the inside of the leg here, the man they call Motor. Motor, a former contender in his own right. He won the second ever contenders matchup, and there we go. Look at that with the pile driver, the platinum pile driver outside on the floor, and we got the one, we got the two, and Motor kicks out of the platinum pile driver. Carlos Reyes now with the kendo stick in hand, and he just goes to swing it over Motor, but Motor blocks it. Motor tossing Reyes into the steel steps, and that injured knee coming into play one more time, folks. Will the crossbody from the top to the outside be the downfall of Reyes here, as his knee again colliding with the steel steps, and then being power slammed onto those virtual pads outside on the floor, protecting their virtual athletes from the virtual concrete below. Motor going under the ring looking for more plunder, and a kendo stick again, and this time kendo stick comes down over the top of the head of Carlos Reyes, and Motor thinks he has him with that straight shot down over the top, and we got the one. Not even a 2 count here as Carlos Reyes kicks out. The pride of the Platinum Kings is what's on the line here. Vengeance maybe for the Platinum Kid, but again he gets sent careening into those steel steps. Motor dragging Reyes around on the outside, and he launched him off only to catch him again, and my god, look at that. Carlos Reyes' head going crunching into that pad on the floor outside. Motor, Reyes squaring off, going toe to toe and blow for blow. Motor getting launched into the barricades. The Tombstone is in attendance watching on, and now the sharpshooter getting locked in here. Reyes locking in the sharpshooter. Is the man they call Motor gonna tap? And no, Reyes lets it go, which is, unusual considering that there was no ropes to get to or anything. He could have held that for a long time. But the stomp across the back and then the cover. 1, 2, 3. Carlos Reyes knew he had done it. He didn't want to get the submission win, it seems. It looks like he wanted to get the pinfall victory on the man they call Motor. And in his 16th ranked singles match, Carlos Reyes picks up the win. And the man they call Motor losing here tonight for his team. Wrench will not be happy with that one. Advantage set for Reyes and for the Platinum Kid. The Platinum Kings now with a bit of momentum headed into their big match at Violent Night 2. And folks, that was your semi-main event. And speaking of tag matches, Tiernan Og and Moonview Jr., the undefeated team of 1-0, going up against the newly put together team of Garin, Noon, and Thiago K. Oliveira, the World Heavyweight Champion. That matchup's coming up right here next. Will Garin and TKO be forced to answer for their actions in the coming weeks? Will Tiernan and Moonbeam Jr., as unlikely alliance as it is, maintain their undefeated streak? Find out with me, folks, here as the main event happens next on Tombstone TV.